I got to turn my attention to the National Football League, John. And the Minnesota Vikings, look, they've started their OTAs right now currently, and I feel like the buzz in Minnesota is about the Timberwolves and being in the Western Conference Finals. I feel like that gives cover for the Vikings, who still have not come to an agreement for an extension with Justin Jefferson. I know it's coming. We know it's going to be the richest contract in NFL history, especially for the wide receiver position. At what point does this thing get done in his absence so far from the OTAs?
Yeah, Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, the GM of the Vikings, has been very vocal that this is going to happen. We're going to make this happen. And so I don't think there's any real concern just yet about it. But I think ideally, especially with just drafting JJ McCarthy at quarterback and bringing in another new quarterback in Sam Darnold, the sooner that you can get it done and get him into the voluntary portions of these workouts and then getting ready for mini camp in June, that would be ideal. To have that done so he can get out on the field and work with these quarterbacks and get them involved and get them acclimated to the offense and build some rapport and chemistry with them. That would be the best case scenario. Is it going to happen in the next day or two? I'm not sure. I mean, Jefferson was at the Wolves game last night watching, so you never know. It could be closing in here, but I think you have to get it done before the mandatory mini camps, just so that you can kind of have that put behind you, really get some work in and pave the way for what's going to be a very important training camp as they try to get everyone on the same page and move on from Kirk Cousins to Sam Darnold and JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, you mentioned it there, the quarterback, Sam Darnold, JJ McCarthy. My last question for you, because, John, sometimes I look into social media posts, especially by the teams. I don't know why. I'm one of those guys. I'm always looking. What is the team trying to show us? What are they trying to tell us? And I remember I went on MinnesotaVikings.com and a couple of social media posts said Sam Darnold, and they're kind of showing us pictures of Sam Darnold. And I'm saying, I hope you aren't telling us this is going to be QB1, or you're setting us up that maybe JJ McCarthy may not be ready. So they're kind of setting the stage. I don't know what is what, but I look into it way too much.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. I look at it way too much, but what does that situation look like so far? I know we're still early in the offseason process, the OTA, but they're trying to sell me on Sam Darnold early on. I'm like, yeah, you traded up for JJ McCarthy. You got to tell me he's going to be in the mix.
He's definitely in the mix for sure. And I think really what this is right now, Kirk, is the team trying to keep expectations low for a very new young quarterback.
Right.
They have been very vocal about saying, we're not going to rush this. We're going to let JJ come in at his speed and learn things and make sure that, they know this is a long-term investment for JJ McCarthy.
Right.
And if they feel like they have to rush him out there, that could potentially expose him to maybe some struggles that Sam Darnold himself probably faced by being run out there earlier. Other young quarterbacks, Zach Wilson, whoever you want to name, who were thrown into the fire early and did struggle. And so I think it's just a matter of not putting too much pressure on McCarthy. But absolutely, I would tell you, Kirk, that if they go through the offseason program, they go into training camp, and it becomes clear that McCarthy is ready for this and is their best option, I think that they'll start with him week one. But I also think that they are not afraid to take their time with him, to give him, if it takes till midseason, if it takes a full season, the Patrick Mahomes model of sitting and watching and learning. They're going to do what's best for him because they know, everyone, Kevin O'Connell, Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, they all know that if it doesn't work with JJ McCarthy, it's probably going to be someone else making the next pick on their quarterback. So they have to get this right. And I think the early handling of this in the public is all just so that JJ McCarthy does not feel the pressure coming in to just play right away.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.